Hello, fellow Steeler fans. This is Talking Sports with the Pastor. This is a very special edition of Talking Sports with the Pastor as a warning for all of you. News came down today. Cleveland Browns going to be without Kevin Stefanski. Their starting two guards are on the shelf. Two of their players get fined for drag racing in Cleveland. One of them has marijuana in the back of his car. It looks like the next closest thing to a Steelers bye week this week. We have everybody rested and coming back. Cleveland's falling apart. We were on the road with our second and third and fourth string guys and lost by 2. They're coming to Pittsburgh. Their team's falling apart. Our team's coming back together. On the outside, it looks like this is an easy win for the Steelers. All the experts on ESPN. Game's already over. Not having Kevin Stefanski is too much. Not having your top assistants is too much. They're down to the special teams coach calling everything, is from what I understand right now as we sit here on a Wednesday. You know too well. These are the games that are way too close. These are the games that we lose and have no business losing. Don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for the trap. Steelers need our support this weekend. Need to get us to the next round. Don't take any team lightly in the playoffs. Just a warning. Getting on to some other news now. I'll be covering a little bit more of the Green Bay Packers now. I'm a married man. Thank you very much. And my wife is a solid Green Bay Packers fan. My extended family is all big Packers fans. So we're going to cover a little bit of the Packers here as well. I've told them, and from an analytical standpoint, I believe the Packers, with this bye and how strong they are, they're going to walk right into the Super Bowl. I don't see any team in the NFC, Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski included in that are going to give them any kind of game going forward. They were in Chicago this last week. Chicago needed to have this game in order to make the playoffs. Had to have it. Aaron Rodgers puts up 4 touchdowns. Devontae Adams has a stellar game. Defense comes to play. Wiped them out in Chicago by 3 scores. They're getting the bye week. The only bye week available in the NFC. I don't know who's going from the AFC. The NFC, punch the ticket for Green Bay. Green Bay is going to the Super Bowl. From Penguin Camp. I guess the Penguin season's going to start soon. I don't know. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing some hockey again. From basketball standpoint, Pitt's going to be playing in about 2.5 hours. They get to play Syracuse. NBA, really don't care until the playoffs start. We'll see what happens there. But college football, don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to. College football, they have completely messed up the system. Teams that were in the playoffs should have never been in the playoff. It is unprecedented to me in the Big Ten. The Big Ten decides early on, we're not playing football this year because of COVID. Players, fans, coaches, staffs, far too important to risk. So everybody else starts playing and say, you know what, we're changing our mind. We're gonna come play now. But you must have 6 games in order to make the championship game. Got to play 6 games. Until the season's over, and Ohio State somehow has 5 games, and they say, okay, the season's over, but we're going to change the rules for the Buckeyes. Guaranteed, if that's Iowa, if that's a Penn State, if that's a Minnesota, if that's a Wisconsin, that rule doesn't change. and they're let out. It was wrong. It was dead wrong. Ohio State gets a championship game. Of course, they win. Very talented football team. But it does not excuse bending the rules to get them in. It just doesn't. It's an insult to college football. An insult to college football. Another insult to college football, and I have a lot of friends who are Notre Dame fans. I'm sorry, your team should have never been in that Final Four. Never. Never. You had the chance to beat Clemson when you had the chance to beat Clemson. There were too many other teams sitting on the outside looking in that deserved the chance. Not saying they would have beat Clemson. Not saying it would have happened. What I am saying is that they deserved the chance to get in that championship. They deserved the chance to play Alabama. Would they have beaten Alabama? Probably not. But you know what? That school deserved the chance to be there. And that's why college football is so screwed up right now. How many times are we going to have Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, and Team X? How many times are we going to have to watch those matchups? It's as bad as a few years ago when the Red Sox and Yankees were the only teams that were on ESPN. Hey, Red Sox and Yankees are playing the game. We've got to put it on national TV. I'm so tired of watching that game. Tired of watching it. Let me see some other teams. Let me see the teams that deserve to be there. The up-and-coming teams have earned their right to be there. It was wrong. Totally wrong. So I'm not even watching the national championship because here we go again. Ohio State's in the midst of a COVID turmoil. And they said, well, we may delay the game because Ohio State's having all these COVID issues. No. You wouldn't delay the game for anybody else. You make them play that game. Stick to what you say you're going to stick to. That's how you earn respect. College football has, in my mind, has lost all respect right now. And I will enjoy watching the teams that I root for, those teams being University of Pittsburgh, Penn State University, West Virginia University, Iowa State University. Go Cyclones. Great job this year, by the way. And the Wisconsin Badgers. I have a new love for the Wisconsin Badgers. I think they're an incredible football team, incredible program out there. Paul Chryst, who was, was an assistant at Wisconsin, then went to Pitt, then back to Wisconsin. He's a good football coach. I have a lot of respect for that football team and that university, the way that they handle themselves. So those are the teams I will root for. I'll watch them faithfully. I'll watch their bowl games faithfully. But as for the playoff, I don't even care. I don't even care anymore. It's just who they won in there. So that's all I have for you for right now. This was Talking Sports with a Pastor, kind of an impromptu edition. Wanted to get on here and just warn you again. Going to warn you again about the Steeler game. Okay? Guys, have a great day.